the wilds of CVCA, what I like to call the wilderness, back 40. I want to talk first of all about clothing, and make sure you don't lock yourself out of your car. It's important to wear wool. This is what the people in Alaska wear. This is actually a wool hat from, I don't know, maybe Germany or some other country who speaks a foreign language. So I want to wear this walking out. I got a wool shirt on, nice heavy wool. I keep, of course, Michigan close to my heart. This is warrior kind of work that we're doing today. These gloves are special for cutting down trees. You can actually see the little rubber ridges in them that enable you to hold to your chainsaw. Oh, I need my jacket. I got a special wool jacket from Alaska. It's bright red, protects you from hunters and other wild things. Don't wear synthetic, man-made, cheap imitations. These technical clothing, the kind of stuff you see Mr. Newland or Pastor Matt, those guys wearing, Pastor Adam, you know, the Patagonia with the little down, all that stuff, it does nothing. Wool is how God intended us to be kept warm. The sooner you learn that, the better off you're going to be. These are chaps. When you take down a tree, it's good to wear things to protect your legs. Almost 75%. Get the adjustment before you get into the cold. 75% of injuries with the chainsaw happen to the legs, the lower extremities. Get tired, let the saw drop, it's still moving. You do something like this, get a little, you know, cut to your pants. Luckily it didn't break any skin. So what I want to try to do is get these chaps on first, and click around your legs here and do a nice job protecting you down there. Alright. Everybody needs a pair of chaps, even if you don't cut down trees, they're just good to have. Alright. In the back here, that's still locked. We have our chainsaw, steel. There are chainsaws and then there's steel chainsaws. There's only two kinds. All the other kinds, and then there's the steel. This is your hat, helmet, ear protection, face protection, flying chips, hard helmet for falling limbs, maybe save your life. This here actually is one of the great things. Ice fishermen use these sleds to pull their stuff out on the ice. I use them for working wood. Alright, let's head out. Do the drift slowly. Follow me.
Safe from the forest itself comes the handle for the axe. But this wilderness, listen, I'm not the same where it's at. Clear up paths on there, you could find your way back. Chop 'em down, chop 'em down, chop 'em down, chop 'em down. No, no, said time flies by like clouds passing in the sky. Lifetime's here and gone with a blink of an eye.
Here's my chainsaw. Always important you have it sharpened. This is about an average size. There's bigger ones the guys in the timber industry use. This is more like for a farmer, someone who has a little homestead, someone that lives in the suburbs of Hudson. That's the kind of people that use these. Always carry a couple of wedges in case the tree starts falling the wrong way. You can wedge it, try to protect yourself. Files, sharpen in case I need it. Major thing about chainsaw safety is to always have a good stance, an athletic position. You know, got to be an athlete, and be careful of the tip. A lot of times, if this is the log, people would be cutting, and if this tip hits another log or something, it does what's called kickback, which comes back like this and hits you right here. You end up like with a big slit in your head, which you don't really want. So you always got to be conscious of where the tip is. It's not going to hit anything and kick back. You saw with this part. Okay, this is actually a kickback protector. If it's down like this, if it comes up and kicks back, this will actually lock out this chain and you can't move it. See? So this is actually a device for my protection in case it kicks back, and I will lock out it and hopefully not get my head split open. Here's our tree. It's a shag bark hickory. It's called a shag bark hickory because it has a shaggy bark. It actually was a problem when we built these new fields out here. The problem was they weren't maybe going to let us build them because the environmental people of the state, there's a bat called an Indiana bat that's endangered, and they actually nest up in these kind of trees. So we had to hire a biologist to come out here and stand here one night, sit in a chair and look and see if any bats, Indiana bats, were nesting in our shagbark trees. And if they were, we may not have got permission to build our expansion of our school. Luckily, we didn't find anything, so we got the okay to go ahead. Hickory is a good wood for, as you know, axe handles and hammer handles and things like that. Real hard wood, real dense wood. It's actually good burning wood. When you look at a tree, you're going to take it down. You can see where it's damaged here and here, why it's died on us. You want to try to see where it's leaning and be conscious of that. You also want to look for any dead limbs, because if limbs fall on your head, they can kill you. They're called widow makers. I'm not looking to make Chrissy a widow today. Hopefully it won't happen. If it does, I love you, Chrissy. Have a good life. So I'm looking at the lean, I'm looking at the terrain, and I think the easiest and safest way to drop it is towards this hill. I'm going to try and drop it right towards there. Alright? What I need to do is prepare an escape route. When I do the back cut or the felling cut, back here, I'm going to drop it that way. I want to be able to escape at 45 degrees from my hinge, which I've already showed you on the board how to do the basic cuts for taking out a tree. So the hinge is going to protect me. If it starts to come back, I got to get out of here and run for my life. So I need a place to run to 45 degrees away from either side where I'm going to take this tree down. So I'm going to prepare my escape route over here. Just in case something bad happens. Alright, it's time to go in, time to stop talking and take down a tree. Here we go, time to try to crank it up. Let it warm up a bit. Peter like Peter nice, just take care of you. I'm going to make the notch cut first. The notch cut will determine the direction where I want it to fall. I can stand and look out where I want it to fall and make my cut this way. I can see it. So I'm going to go here. The notch cut only goes in about 30%, short little cut. I always go down rather than up. It's easier to make this cut. There's your going to the backside. I'm going to do my felling cut. I'm looking again for any dead limbs. Looking for safety. Got my escape route. Logan, you're going to need one too. So I'm going to cut back here.